What's up, you guys? This is your boy TstudioX coming at you live. So I'll be doing a series. I'm going to try to do a series of the American Truck Simulator. So I did one on the first one. So I started out with the yellow Freightliner. We got Team Ranger in the building. So right now I'm going to So we're now just going to try to hold on a minute. Try to get the camera stuff a bit ready yet so I can do some streaming on the phone. So great to see you, Team Ranger. It was nice. Good job on that stream about the disaster stuff. Remember when what Team Ranger said? Be prepared because the disasters could be unsuspected. So originally in the K100, I think it had the 30 the 34 the 3406 the 3406 Caterpillar engine. The Caterpillar engines, those diesel engines are yellow. So I get that wire out of the way. I don't like to. So I wonder if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, at least I got Team Ranger in the chat though. So originally, I believe that the Kenworth K100, I think it had the 3406 cat in it, the engine, which I believe so on this game so on this game it so on the game it had a sound with the it had a Cummins ISX 15 500 horsepower and stuff like that. So they pretty much took the sound rate out of it because of the mods being broken. And you see if we could try to replace it with so I'm going to replace it with, what should I replace? Should I replace it with the cat engine? Originally the cat engine, the Cummins the the Cummins NHS 275 supercharged 820 800 to I mean 825 horsepower. Team Ranger says go for Cummins. I don't even know if this has the Cummins. I know it has the Cummins, but I don't know if it has the sound files for it. So right now I'm just gonna show you the problem what this game's been having. Because what so when I so this truck currently I think it has the Cummins ISX 15, or maybe I'm wrong. Try to look for the one that's highlighted. What's up, Griff Jones? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. It's got couple E9, Mac E9. That would be the engine. Mac EA9, 610 VMAC the second. I don't even know if the Detroit Series 60, the 14 liter. I I I'm not sure if it has to sound like that, but sometimes when mods are broken, some of them doesn't have any the sound mods. I mean the sound files for it, which all the engines should have sound files on the game. What's up, Rhonda? How are you? Got 6 likes in the building. On one of the trucks, on one of the trucks, I think one of the trucks I have is one of the John Deere motor in it. It's a tractor motor, but not this one. Okay, try to look for the one that is already highlighted. So it's got the Cummins ISX 15 500 horsepower. So I'm just going to show you the problem. So when I start that up with the clutch in, everything is everything is like light. So I got like the lights on and stuff like that. This is the cabin. So when I start it up, the tachometer goes up. There's no sound. There's definitely no sound because in the game for the motor, it should have a sound for it. You mean it should have a sound for that engine because I know I see a software. I know they definitely need to fix the sound of it, or not unless I need a better graphics card for the computer, so it would have sounds. The sound card. So right now I'm gonna see if we can put a Detroit in it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna see if we can put a Detroit in it. There's the backer upper. The backup alarm is in reverse. The reverse lights are on. Those are your brake lights. 30 signals to the left. 30 signals. Wait a minute. Okay, 30 signals to the left. And 30 signals to the right. That's for the tail lights. For the sides, 30 signals to the left. Turn signal to the right. Sometimes you know what it gets me. Sometimes they delete mods from the workshop, and it's not. You mean is it? You mean I'm asking as the software? Is it necessary to delete the the mods, the modifications? I'm gonna take for a little cruise. See how the road noise handles because it's got some good sounding road noise. And it goes over bumps and makes pretty good noises. As you hear, as you hear the backup alarm. Whoa! Here's a couple of air brakes. You can tell there's like a little bit of dust coming out. I know that's the noise from my steering wheel, my shifter, my paddles. Yeah, you hear that? That's the road noise. There's the road noise from the tires. You mean it's got some decent sounding road noise, but no, there's no sound of the engine, so it should have a sound of the engine. Make a U here from the third person view, I believe. Okay, never mind. There's another dealership right in front of me. Didn't think of that. Got the beacons working. Got the lights. That's on the bar. That's yeah. You can tell the steering wheel is pretty much vibrating because I have the truck on. But the sound of the truck isn't even sounded. So I'm pretty sure that the original motor, the stock motor, I think it had the cat in it. The 3406, I believe. So I'm just gonna replace it with an engine that has sounds. Okay, that's the repairs. Let's see if we get a sounding engine. I'm gonna look for the thing that's highlighted. That's for the transmission, but I'm not gonna go for that. I'm just gonna go engine. But sometimes the sound files are missing. That's what the problem of the game would be because it could be the graphics card of the computer or something like that. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna see if I can put a Detroit in it. I'm gonna put a 12.7 liter Detroit Series 60. I'm gonna put a 12.7 in it with the 455 horsepower, 1,550 pounds of torque at 1200 RPMs. Let's see if there's any sounds for that. Whoa. This looks, I think it sounds pretty good with a Detroit in it. Well, got a 12.7. Got a 12.7 in it. I think it sounds like it's supercharged. I think it's what it sounds like. We hear the whistling. The Jake brake doesn't sound that bad though. I think the Freightliner FLB, I think it's got the same engine. I think this truck's ready for delivery, but first, before I do the delivery, I'm going to view this truck that I'm driving right now. Got 3 people in the building, got it to the right. Be right back. My panel is beeping. My fire alarm panel. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So today I'm gonna be reviewing this truck. So this truck I am driving, will be driving, would be a Kenworth K100E. So I put the 12.7 Detroit diesel engine in it. I think that's the series, the Detroit 60 series, I believe. And the mileage, I believe it's 4,190 miles on the odometer. So, what do you think of this color? red and white. I mean, red and blue stripes on the white on the white background of the truck. It's got two beacons, amber beacons. It's got the motor that's under the cab. That's why it's called a cab over. And it's got some straight stacks on the top of that. As you can see, straight stacks, dominated tires. I believe those are the generic tires for the game. I think this truck is ready to roll. So first I'm going to start with the dash. On the left, I'm going to start with the big gauges first because they're kind of easy to see. On the left, there's the tachometer. On the right, there's the speedometer. In the speedometer, and yeah, inside the speedometer, it would have the odometer. It will tell us it will tell the mileage. Sometimes trucks would tell the engine hours. Sometimes trucks have the clock for the hour meter or whatever that is. On the top left hand corner, that will be the voltage gauge. Behind the steering wheel, there will be, it's hard to see, behind the steering wheel. Sorry, take so long though, but I just go do so. So on the top right hand corner, top left hand corner, the right of the gauge, the gauge of the cab over the Kenworth K100E. I think that's the truck size in the 80s. With a transmission, I think it's got an 18-speed transmission with a splitter, I believe. The clock this right here, this gauge right here, that's the clock. That's the analog clock that's usually in the dash. There's the water temperature. And I think that's the oil pressure gauge that's behind the steering wheel. And the gauge on the bottom left hand corner on the far left. It's hard to see because the steering wheel's blocking the way, so this is the sleeper. This is the sleeper it's the low roof one. On the far right, on the far left hand, on the far left, right of the speedometer would have the like yeah, nine gauges on the right and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gauges on the left. six small gauges for the bottom. One of the gauges I know on the the first column, third row on the left, that would be your gauge, your fuel gauge. One of them is, I mean, I think I think two of them. I think those are your air pressure gauges. I think that's one for the trailer, one for the truck. Sometimes, or sometimes one for the so one for the primary and secondary. Sometimes they have a they have a gauge that has like two needles and one gauge. That would be the air pressure gauge. Some trucks have that. I bet there's oil temperature. I'm gonna start her up. I think that's the oil. There's oil temperature. I believe there's engine temperature. I think it's kind of hard to see. So we got the brake, clutch, and the gas. Brakes on the brakes in the middle, clutch is on the left, and gas is on the right. These things right here, those are your brakes, your parking brake, and the red one is for the air supply for the trailer. It's got lots of buttons and switches and knobs and all that. On that, there's warning lights. The only warning light that I have on is the brake. I mean, that's for the parking brake. Okay, who wants me to go? So, what do you want me to do? I'm about to do some delivery. So up on the ceiling above the windshield, on the far left, above the windshield, there's the radio, and on the right, it'll show the mileage. I think that's a special device. The blue thing that's in the windshield out, that's for the weigh station. If there's a red light and you hear that beeping noise like beep 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 beep, which means you have to stop at the weigh station. When the light is green on the weigh station thingamabobber, this device right here, it's for the weigh station. It would, so you would bypass it if it's a green. In the windshield toward the center, there's the navigation system. On the left, there's the information system, I believe. It would show you the trip, miles to compass. It would show you the time. It would show you the engine oil. So the engine oil temperature is about 162, and the water temperature is 123 degrees Fahrenheit. It would show the exterior. It would show the exterior temperature, and it would show the digital speedometer on the screen. Test some horns out. It just tests out the city horn. They work and goes with the horn itself. The horn, the city horn, no, air horn. On the per side, it would show the fuel economy. I think it's how much fuel that I'm using. I know you can't really see that well, it would show the miles to the gallon. I mean, I know it shows the miles to the gallon, then it shows the miles of gas you have in the tank to empty. They usually have those in cars and stuff like that. It would show the current speed. It would show pretty much a little bit of everything. CC says for cruise control. I think up here, I think that's the brake pressure gauge. How much do you apply for the brake? So that's the brake pressure gauge here. Turn on the lights. Since it's gonna be nighttime. Let me see if I do a delivery. That's what I'm gonna be playing out. Those are your reverse lights that I have that are facing backwards. I'm gonna go for one for the top. Craft beer from Flagstaff to Sierra Vista, Arizona. I can start with a single trailer first for the drive-in. The double drive-in, I believe that's like tough to maneuver around those tight corners. Oh crap, I pressed the wrong button. Go for the drive-in, the regular drive-in. Okay, what's up with that? Let's make sure it's the right location. The phone battery's about 54%. Yeah, 54%. Want to make sure the lights are on. Turn on the four ways. Test out the beacons, which goes to the lights in the front. Flashing red and blue like police colors. Oh, is that illegal to put that on there? Wow. I know it's a little bit laggy. Alright, I think this truck is ready to roll. Ready to roll. So we are definitely going to Sierra Vista at Eddie, so Make sure you buckle your seatbelts and thank you for choosing Kenward. So my goal is trying not to crash into anything. It's hard to do a UE in this thing. That's possible. Ooh, crap. Get the full race on. You got plenty of gas. No warning lights on the dash. I like to play music, but I can't because of copyright reasons. That's the sound of a pretty good old Jake brake. Make sure I don't take the wrong exits. Make sure you don't take the wrong exits. Excuse me. Yep. Make sure you grab up Team Ranger. He is in the chat. He did a good job on the disasters preparedness or awareness or something like that. So he'll be doing another one next Monday. He'll be doing series of that. So Let's see if we complete the first delivery without any dents and squirches. Oh, that's a little bit. I think that's a little bit rough for the turn. It's hard to see. Especially when it's a knot. Right. Try not to go down. Yeah. Can you hear me over that? The noise of the truck. Going about 60 miles per hour. Yeah, take a look at the speedometer. It's almost maxed out. Look how almost maxed out it is. I'm only going like 60 miles an hour. That's right. It only goes up to 80 miles an hour. You know trucks are not built for speeds. Especially that. Yep, as you see, the speedometers. Oh, no! Yo! That was close. I'm 100 miles to go. And let's see if we can try this. Monday at 7, Tuesday, and Thursdays, I believe. Let me see if we can try to do the series for the month of May. Let me see if we can try to do that though. Remember the beer cases, they might be made out of glass, you never know, they might be fragile. Might be fragile, might be fragile. And watch for those turns because you never know. There could be a turn off the road. Yeah, make sure you grab up Team Ranger. On Wednesday he does the drop the link day. So he's part of the drop the link day. So let me see if we could try to come to this drop the link day and stuff like that. It's been a while since I've been to a drop the link day. You hear those tires singing away on the road. Gotta watch the speed. Stay on the asphalt. You're heading southeast of Arizona. Yeah, the hometown on the game. I started out when I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona. So the date that I forgot to mention is Monday, May 3rd, 2021. Jake break will help. How does that sound for Detroit? Yeah, Detroit. I know, Team Ranger. I know you recommended the Cummins to put in the engine, but unfortunately, you didn't have the sound file for it. For the bus on the game, it had. I know it had the diesel engine sound, but the diesel engine sound, the sound file is missing. So, which I wish they could fix the sound files on the game for the engines. So we got 226 miles to go, zapping those miles. I like to do this in a real vehicle. Remember, I got the no traffic mod on, that's why you see no traffic. If it was traffic, it would be a mess. Cars will be all over and beeping horns, and people say, "What's the hold up?" and something like that. So without traffic, it's like, shoot, no, you can travel for free. You can travel for free. You hear that? That's the drag brake. I get barrel out. It'll take me to Tucson. Make sure I don't take the wrong exit. Burn up since 6 a.m. Been up since 6 a.m. now, 4:40 p.m. Going to relax while I have you running. Thank you, Team Major. Thanks for coming. Remember, don't be a stranger to the Ranger. That's for sure. Man, I just got this thing floored. I'll be here, I'm just relaxing. Yep. Thank you very much. Let's see if we get some watch time. I mean, I can get some watch time. I know everybody like to get watch time. You hear that? That's the tires. That's the road noise. Probably the wider the tread would be, like the wider the tread would be, the deeper the tread would be, the noise, the road noise would be the tires. Here on fifth name, birthday. Got 6 likes. Got 6 likes. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Team Ranger. I must have read it. Oh, both names. Yeah, both names. Sorry about that, both names. Gotta watch the speed. Oh yeah, I'm going below a speed limit. That's speed limit 65. And yes, I'm doing this with my wheel like I did last time on the first episode. This was gonna be the second episode. Let's see how this works in the month of May. See if I can try to do all that. Sprinter speed! So in real life, you would hear the wind hitting the windshield if it's that windy. If it had water droplets, the water would be blown off from the wind. All that. It would probably, you open the window and the wind would be in your face. And it pretty feels good when you have the windows rolled down. But no, at night when it's cold. Jake brake. Slow her down. In the lane. If I definitely need to get more watch time hours. Yeah, I think the lighting on it's kind of odd on the camera. On the phone. Yeah, it sucks that, Muscle Man 8562 got demonetized for, I think that's the fourth time he got demonetized. And I bet he was ticked off, though. And I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure they said it was reused content. But clearly he was making his own videos. He was making his own content. Hopefully Muscle Man 8562, hopefully he'll be monetized. So I think he has to wait till like maybe June 2nd or something like that. I mean, YouTube has no reason to demonetize his videos. I mean, that channel for no reason. It's crazy how the platform do their stunt. It's kind of oddly and, and yes, I was on Muscleman 8562's live stream earlier, so while he was streaming. I mean, it's hard to keep the channel like that. It's hard to keep that channel monetized. Look at myself, I'm not even monetized yet, and I even got my 4,000 watch time hours yet, which I'm currently working on. You mean I was like nearly halfway? Gotta slow it down. So last night I watched Fast and the Furious. So I watched it on my Xbox One because it's the only thing that plays Blu-ray. I think that's the only device that lets me play Blu-ray DVDs is my Xbox One. Xbox One X. If I had a like Blu-ray player, if my so I played Fast and the Furious in my computer so that, and I totally forgot it didn't support Blu-ray. I tried my VCR DVD combination so that didn't support Blu-ray. So the only device that I could use for Blu-ray is my Xbox One. Xbox One X. Pretty lights, see. They thought there was police coming, but it's just the lights. I don't want to give you seizures for the lights and stuff like that. Alright, clutch in, put it in gear. I try to beat the light. You son of a gun. Not you people in the chat, the light, the traffic light. I was gonna go through there. You mean all of a sudden the light turned yellow for a couple seconds, then it went red. And I had to slam the brakes. I hope I didn't break any glasses or beers and stuff like that. I hope I didn't do that. So that's that air. Whoa. So that's that air cutoff, as you can hear. The have that in buses and trucks. Only large vehicles have that. Buses, trucks, fire trucks, sometimes probably special ambulances. I'd like to give a shout out to Team Ranger. That's right, Team Ranger 92308, Muscle Man 8562, Chrysler Imperial H, another one of those awesome channels. Carolina Hillbilly 1961. That's a nice channel. I know I haven't been to that channel for a while. $10 to go. We're almost there. 1 hour. So we are 1 hour, 1 minute, 47 seconds in the stream. I gotta slow it down. Jake break helps. So this weekend I went to the Valley Arts for All. So they're like most of the time they're like acoustics. Since they have this drums, the drum ordinance, whatever that wood is, so they wouldn't allow to have a full band there. But you know, acoustic sounds as good as full bands. For example, I've seen Justin Rayner. For one example, he was a good country boy. I mean, singer, country singer. I bet he spends hours behind that guitar and playing some songs like that. I think this is it right here. Maybe it's just, maybe it's, okay, never mind, I'm gonna pull it over in here anyway. Well, I think that was pretty much of a clean ride for this one. Now it's time to do the parking now. And it's gonna be a little bit maybe tight, gotta squeeze here and there. See this box right here? That's where the truck would park. four ways on. Let's start. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's how tight it was. Holy smokes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit of boost. Whoa. Right on the curve. Okay, first gear. That must be the car gear. See if there's any damages. It's probably just on the tires, the wear on the tires. Okay, I got the thing in neutral. Well, they also a pretty smooth ride. Wash battery pack. So fuel has consumed 48.9 gallons. I'm going to round up to 49 gallons. The time taken 7 hours, 35 minutes. And the driven distance was 359 miles. Okay, I just gotta save it before anything goes out here. You can tell this day definitely went fast. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna see if we can try out a different truck. I'm gonna try the Scott A2HD in-grill sleeper. Since I updated that, I know I didn't do it on the live stream, so want to make sure it has the motor cell. Not unless I change it. Not unless it has it. So, this is the truck that hold on. I'm gonna start it. Oh yeah, it's got that John Deere tractor motor in it. That's why it sounds like that though. So right now it's got the red interior. It's got a double beacon, as you can see here. You put some miles on that. I like it's got. I like it when it's got like green on the bottom, white at the top, and the red thin stripe across around the truck, and it's got the red vents. Got turn signals left and right. Gotta put that brake on. There's the reverse lights. Let's review the interior. But first, let me see if I can look for some lighting. Oh yeah, it's got the 30 signal lights integrated to the mirrors. What's up, Werewolf Party? Good content. That's why I call it good content. I know it sounds like it's sputtering a little bit. Okay, I just gotta cut the motor off and feel the gauges in the interior. So right here, that's the radio. There's the CB radio. This thing right here, that's the interior light. That's the bed for when the truck stops to the truck stop. When they let's say they ran out of hours or something like that, they do that. First of all, I'm not a noob. Definitely not a noob. There's no way that would be a noob. What's up, James Guype? Make sure you grab him up. So right now he is in the building. Make sure you grab up James Guy. So right now I'm just gonna. So this is the speedometer, the tachometer. The speedometer is measured in miles per hour and kilometers. If it's like in country like Canada, it's measured in kilometers per hour, and everything would be like in metro. I mean, not metro, imperial or something like that. These two gauges right here, these are two air pressure gauges, primary and secondary. I believe that's the oil pressure, low oil pressure light. The other one, I think that's for the light. I think those are the temperature gauges here and there. I know there's six gauges on the left, and two of them are the air pressure gauges. That must be the oil pressure gauge. The gauge on the left, I mean right. Let me see if we get that out of the way. There we go. I think that's the volts gauge, running about 14 volts. Amperes. I think that's the amperage meter for the amps, I believe. I know there's engine temperatures. Okay, let's get rid of these damn trolls spamming the heck out of me. Yep, mods, if you see these trolls coming in spamming, retract that. I mean, delete that, I mean. Anybody who says that the quadruple X, one, two, three, actually five X's. Yeah, quadruple X. You think NWO was watching me? You better think again. Let's see how many dislikes I've got. Only one. Because at least it doesn't matter because at least it still views. Okay, leaving up. So leaving off when I do, yeah, the gauges and stuff like that. So got about three viewers in here. Got the average gauge, the oil temperature gauge, water temperature, engine temperature. There's the shifter. The blue knob, as you see here, is I think it has to do with a brake or something like that. So can't be the service brake because the service brake is the pedal. First of all, I'm not even in the wheelchair. So, do I look like I'm in the wheelchair? Anybody who are watching, treat this stream like respect. Because they'll have those mods come after you. I'm talking about moderators that you see in the chat that are in the blue with the wrench on the side. Never mess with those. So up here, yeah, that's the CB radio I mentioned just about ago. The shifter, switches for the differential and the retarder. These are the switches for the wipers that's under the speedometer and the tachometer. So yellow, what else? So you got 5 people in the building. I hope they're real people. Yeah, this has got a horn, stuff like that. Okay, I think I'm ready for another delivery. Ready to roll. The green light represents the turn signals I can see there. On the dash. Oh, turn of the cruise. Keep on making more accounts because I'm taking them down. Okay, from Flagstaff to Santa Maria. So I'll be delivering flowers. So that will be I know the truck's a little bit noisy though. Can you guys hear me over that? Make sure I got it all that on live chat. I think YouTube's lagging. You can see how fast this thing goes. You know, it ain't built for speech. Good old Jake break. Stop at the stop. So make sure you grab up James Sky Gut, Team Ranger, and everybody in the chat. Make sure you show them some real love. Make sure you share it out on community tab if you don't have a community tab. Make sure you share it on all platforms. Okay, there's a red light. Well, 2 deliveries down. I think this is gonna be the. Wait a minute. This is the. Wait a minute. Not 2. This is the latest cycle one. Because the first one that was with the pinwords. people watching. You keep those wheels just spinning. Whoa, 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 whoa. Try not to crash. Yeah, that's only 15 speed for this one. Got maxed out at 75 miles per hour and 75 miles an hour zone. Try not to miss the exits. I think the only gauge I might just forgot to mention is the fuel gauge. And the DEF stands for diesel exhaust fumes or diesel exhaust fluid. I know trucks have that, sometimes buses have that. Let's get some people up in here. Let's get some real people up in here. None of these counterfeiters. None of these freaking counterfeiters. It's hard to hear the... It's hard to hear the road noise because the motor's a little bit louder. If it had a quiet motor, you would hear all that. So make sure you grab up James Guy since he is in so he was in the jet. So he does streams every day. Sometimes YouTube and Google is just edgy. And there's always rough on the edges for the whole thing. Yeah, take a look at the dash on take a look at the speedometer on the dash. It's all maxed out. I think this thing only goes up to 80 miles per hour. Could you imagine that you got your feet ran over by a truck at 74 miles an hour. Ouch! I bet that's gonna hurt! Yeah, the first delivery was smooth. At least I didn't hit anything. Sometimes these deliveries, they're like rough on the edges. Slow her down, slow her down. That's pretty sure when these trolls call me noob, I ain't no noob. So, never will be one. Got about 6 likes, got about 6 likes. So anybody who's got birthdays in the month of May, I know in Carolina. Hillbilly has one. The Jedi Blue Master has one on the 26th, I believe. May 26th. So that's I'll do that later in May, so. One of these days I'd like to do a panel stream on StreamYards. And it's been a while since I've done one. Cross it over the Colorado River. Whoa, slow down. 71 into 55. Slow it down. Yep, no warning lights on the dash. Oh yeah, the only thing I forgot to mention is the old thing is for that's for the park brake. The red one is for the trailer, the air supply for the trailer, and I bet that one is for. That's what I forgot to mention. Try to see what that blue thing would be for. But I need to focus on the road. I'm talking about the road on the game that I'm playing. 417 miles to go. Yeah, that one's got some turn signal noise. Noise for the wipers, I believe. Yep, it does. It has the noise for that. Yeah, the speedometer's all maxed out, as you can see. Look to your right, that's your speedometer. That's the left of the tachometer. You see all maxed out? Yo, it's all maxed out. You hear how it's kind of losing torque? Run right into that guardrail. That would literally suck. If I ran into the guardrail, everything would be the truck would be totaled. But that was just no hair away from the accident. No more of that. Okay, that's just a bypass. When the lights flashes green, and when the lights green, that means I don't have to stop at a way station. Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing this in real life. Hauling prisoners from coast to coast on a bus without any stops. Can you imagine you're at California and you're from California on the top right hand corner of the dash. I think that's the boost gauge. I believe. We are exactly 1 hour 45 minutes 5 seconds in the stream. We gotta slow it down. Slow it down. So this blue thing right here, I believe it's the trailer parking brake. I think that's what that's for. And a brake for the trailer. Yeah, it's redlined at 2000 or 2000 RPMs. Heading south on the Interstate 15. There's Barstow. I bet this is Barstow, California. So let me tell you about Cummins Engines. I know Cummins Engines, sometimes they come a long way. There's the 5.9 Cummins, 24 valve, I believe, 12 valve or 24 valve. There's 5.9 Cummins, 6.7 Cummins. I think there's an 8.3 Cummins. And here's what I thought that Cummins, I thought they were like all 6-cylinder engines, but I was pretty much dead on wrong. I know there's Cummins 4-cylinder engine, the 4BT 4-cylinder engine, I believe. And there's Cummins V8, that they put in Nissan Titans. The same 5.9 Cummins that they put in buses, like sometimes it could be the FS65 Thomas. So that'll be a Frontliner. So that'll be a Thomas built bus with a Frontliner chassis. So basically a bus body with on a truck chassis. It's pretty much what it is. What a bus would be. Pretty much. So I think there's the 5-liter Cummins for the Nissan Titan. There's the 5.9 Cummins for the Ram series for the pickup trucks. I think they have that for the Ram 1500s, 2500s. You mean I may be wrong, but the 5.9 Cummins they put in buses. The Bluebird All-American, sometimes the Bluebird Vision, sometimes the Bluebird TC 2000. any other buses that they, any other motors like they put in. So some buses uses the 5.9 Cummins, the 24 valve, and in those Dodge Ram pickups, they use 5.9 Cummins in that. There's a bigger one, like I mentioned. There's the 6.7 liter 6.7 liter Cummins inline six. I think the other one was like maybe a 3 liter 4BT four cylinder four cylinder engine diesel. Would you believe? And some buses, but not just buses, trucks. They usually have. Sometimes they use a Navistar 7.3 liter diesel engine. So did you know Duramax made 6 cylinders, and first they started made it first they started so first they had the Duramax, I believe they had the Duramax. Those are 8 cylinders, but I'm talking about the 6.6 liter, the 6.2 liter Duramax for GM vehicles. There's Duramax. I think that's the 6.2 liter Duramax, the 6.6 liter Duramax, which I think that's a bigger one. I think there's the 3 liter Duramax 6 cylinder engine. I believe it's a V6. And I bet there's maybe a I think it's a 2.5 liter Duramax, I believe. I'm gonna see if I can look it up. 2.5 liter Duramax. Oh, it's a 2. Oh, it's a 2.8. I was totally wrong about those numbers. That was a 2.8 liter Duramax, which I believe. Would you believe I think it's a 4 cylinder?
It's actually really quiet. It's more quiet than I
I think there's 2.8 liter. I mean, there's 2.8 liter Duramax diesel engine. I believe that's the 4 cylinder version, the 4 cylinder. And there's the 3 liter. There's the 3 liter. That's the 6 cylinder Duramax engine, the diesel engine. So I remember, 2.8 liter Duramax diesel engine. That's a 4 cylinder engine, not an 8 cylinder. It's a 4 cylinder. I know there's the 6.2 liter gas engine. I know that's the V8. I know some buses use the gas powered engines. Sometimes they have like, some of the buses have like the gas. Sometimes they have like the, what is that, 6.8 liter? 6.8 liter V10, I believe, the gas powered engine, which I believe it is. Say for instance. So this is what I thought of when Duramax only made V8s, but I was dead wrong on that one because they made the 6.2, I believe, and the 6. I think it's the 6.8. I wonder if there's such thing as going. Yes, yeah, there is 6.6 liter, the 6.6 liter Duramax, and so that's the V8. Go down to the smaller size motor, the 3 liter Duramax 6-cylinder engine, and down to a smaller engine, that will be a 2.8 liter 4-cylinder Duramax diesel that they put in those new trucks, the newer trucks. Power Stroke. So Power Stroke, they made those in Fords. But before they made the Fords, the Power Stroke, I think it's like the International Navistar, the 7.3 liter. They put that in like in buses and stuff like that. But not just buses, trucks. I think there's the 6.7 liter Power Stroke. So Ford, I think the only, I think, so the only manufacturer that's powered by Power Stroke, I think it's Ford. Sometimes International. There's the 6 liter. 6 liter, not Duramax, and it's not Cummins, it's Power Stroke. I think those are 4 types of engines. I mean, I think there's another things of engines. I mean, with Power Stroke. There's the 6 liter Power Stroke, 6.4 liter Power Stroke, 6.7 liter Power Stroke, and a 7.3 liter Power Stroke. I'm pretty sure they're 8-cylinder engines. Can you imagine if Power Stroke made 6-cylinder engines and the 4-cylinder engines, the diesel? Can you imagine? Compared to these V8s, these diesel engines, I think they have a slight difference between Power Stroke and Duramax. I'm talking about the 8-cylinder diesel engines. Let's say the older one is the 7.3 liter versus the 6.6 liter Duramax diesel 8-cylinder engine. What do you think? Which one's got that horsepower? I know they made Power Strokes for Ford. And I know so normally GM usually makes Duramax, what they put in trucks and vans. Sometimes vans have Duramax diesel engines in them. But not always. Most of them, I think most of the Chevrolet Express vans, I believe they got like gas engines. I think it's the, what's it, 5.3 liter gas V8. Sometimes there's a 6.2 liter gas V8 engine. Here's one example. When I checked out the Acura RL before it got sold, it had the 3.5 liter V6 in it. But one of these days, I like to look for a car. If I want to get a gas saver, I probably want to get a 4-cylinder engine. And there's cars with 3-cylinder engines. I know they sound like a 6-cylinder, but it's got I wonder what's in between those two sounds, in between a 6-cylinder and a 3-cylinder. I mean, there are types of cylinders. Some of them that shapes like a V, the V power, the inline power, the inline engines. There's the inline 3, inline 4, inline 5, inline 6, inline 8. I don't know if they even have inline 8, but you know, the inline engine, the inline cylinder engines, they would have the cylinders lined up in a row. One example, the 4.9 liter inline 6 and a Ford, I'm gonna say 1994 Ford F-150. And it's a 300 cubic inch of inline 6, baby. I know there's the inline 5. Yeah, the inline 5. Sometimes there's there's the VR power, there's the VR power, there's the Boxer power, there's Boxer 4, Boxer 6. I wonder what's in between a Boxer 6 and flat 6. What's in between those motors, those engines? So what could be? So what? So what's your favorite sound of motors? So normally Porsche, let's say Porsche came in as, I think they have a Boxer 6 engine or a horizontal 6 or flat six. Sometimes there's W power engines such as the W16 and a Bugatti Veyron. I think that's the I think they had a 16-cylinder engine, and it's a W power engine. Sometimes there's a W12 in Bentleys. It's shown us as doing examples of those. Think of the example these cars have. Lamborghini Murcielago, they have a V12, but I forgot what the liter size it has. One example, the 2006 Dodge Caravan with 3.3 liter V6 power. I'm going to say any specific van with that engine. Miles are getting close. We're getting close. 18 miles, we're getting close. Now it's down to 14. Ford Aerostars, I think they have the Ford Aerostars. I think they had the 4-liter V6, I believe. Oh crap. It's probably just a dent and scratch. No traffic light or stop sign here, so just keep on going. Make sure when people are driving, make sure you put your hands on the steering wheel at all times. Focusing on the road. Forget about that darn phone. I mean, I'm talking about the drivers who are out there in real life. Make sure you drive with 2 hands on the steering wheel to prevent accidents. One example. So what's your favorite car? What's your favorite car? What car do you drive? Or what vehicle do you drive? Like, you know. Well, we made it. We had a little bit of a boo-boo. It's probably just maybe a minor scratch. Let's see if there's any damage on the product. Nope. I think most of it's on the tire wear, pretty much. I know it's been burning gas. Ooh, just pull over straight up ahead. I'm gonna see if I put that in first gear. So the truck that I had before I changed it, it was a day cab, had a window in the back. Well, I guess those are pretty good successful trips. Alright, let's cut off the lights. Alright. Yeah, that was flour, that's what it was. Well, at least the store got some flour. $628 miles driven, 85.3 gallons of fuel has consumed. It took 11 hours, 47 minutes. But not in real life. If it was 11 hours, it'd be, in real life, it'd be longer. Yeah, this truck definitely needs to get gas. Let's fuel her up, take her to the gas station. Okay, there we got a gas station on the left. I'm coming way too fast. Okay. Oh, yes, it is. Right there. Air out the other parts. Okay, let's start her up. The light that you see, that's the lower pressure light. I hope I'm not boring you guys. Cummins Engines. Yeah, I was just looking that up. I know there's the 5.7 Cummins and the 5, not 5.7, 5.9 Cummins and the 6.7 Cummins. And then other diesel engines, I think that's Packard engines, spells out Paccar. So this is what so this is so this is what happens when yeah, this is what happens when I remember seeing a video when somebody put Coca-Cola in the gas tank. The car was just doing so well, and then you hear that fizz. Any soda that goes to the gas tank, so it fizzes, and then the engine seized up. That's what happens when you put soda in the gas tank. Do not try that at home. Do not try it anywhere else. Because for the maintenance and the labor and stuff like that, to get it, I can try to get all that out there, that's gonna be a hefty price to pay. I'm talking about really hefty price. I know there's a 4BT and there's a 4BT-A engine, 4BT series engine. There's 24 valve Cummins and stuff like that. You know, there's air bleed that you just heard. What's the air bleed out? I know those diesel engines, so I know there's Cummins engines, I know there's Duramax, Power Stroke that they put in trucks. But that just trucks, buses, and stuff like that. The yellow engines, they usually have a like a caterpillar. One example, the 3126, the C7 engine, the 7.2 liter inline six caterpillar. So they usually put that in trucks, buses, probably sometimes machinery. And stuff like that. Not 7.6 liter. I'm talking about 7.2 liter. 7.2 liter. Let's just correct myself. Whoa. Let's close. We're gonna got a red light, turn it left, wait till it turns green. So light's green, stuff reader. Let's see if we can take this truck back to Flagstaff. Let's go back to Flagstaff. Okay, press M for map. So we're definitely gonna be going back to Flagstaff. Flagstaff, Arizona. Alright. Put the handy dandy map on there. Alright. Flagstaff, here we go. guess if we could try to play with the game this tomorrow, or never know, might play a different game. Never know. Let's see how fast this thing goes. In real life, I shouldn't be driving that fast. 75 and a 55. Oh no, you're gonna slow it down. It's got plenty of gas up to the brim. One little. Now it's got lots of gas out. It's got lots of miles to chew down. Try to do this without crashing. I know it's kind of clean so far on that one. Miles per hour over week. When it rains, it gets like hard to see. When it rains, it gets hard to see. But it's hard to see. Whoa, whoa! Oh, slow it down. Right now it's about 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to get to Flagstaff and maintain the trucks. So I'm going to be doing it as a wrap. We're 2 hours and 30. Whoa! I need to shift it over. That was close. If there was cars there, that would be a collision. Right now, I just gotta, when I get to Flagstaff, I need to test out that bus. I know it does have it had the sound file, but due to the updates, I think it's due to the graphics card. I think it had the, make sure I don't miss the exit. Follow the red line on the map. Man, I can't believe Monday's almost gone. Holy smokes. We just got started with the weekend in the first full week of May. You mean Monday goes so fast? I know there's a holiday going on Monday on the 31st, so it's called Memorial Day. I already know that. So on my vlogger set, that makes the second time that the thing broke. You know those twisty things with like thread look like a screw, but not It's like a screw. So that part broke. So I had to replace another. No, I had to replace another one. You mean why can't they make these things out of metal? I wish they could make these things out of metal. So I wouldn't have to deal with buying these things again. And that's probably what for quit buying. This is what I get when I bought stuff from China. These things break. They're cheap and chintzy. I mean, the material's chintzy. Chinese chintzy. Chinese chintzy breaking. That's what I would say. Got about 7 likes, 2 people in the building. We got over. Oh, heck no. I need it back. Up, 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 up. Yep. If I had a car, I'd like to go. I would definitely love to look for a Toyota. I'm talking about a real Toyota and a real car. You mean, yeah, Toyota. TstudioX, I can see we keep on going this way. Stop. It's gonna be a long ways. 8 hours to get there. It's gonna get dark. Gotta turn the lights on. You know what's my favorite engines that I love that's from diesel? I like the Cummins. The 5.9, yeah, the 5.9 Cummins and the 6.7 Cummins. That's one of my favorite engines for diesel. same thing. And yeah, I like the Power Stroke. I think it's the DT444, something like that. That's the 7.3 liter. That's the Power Stroke or the Navistar International. Ooh. The headlights already turned on. Whoa. Pay attention to the road. I have no clue what the weather in my area is going to be like for tomorrow. So tomorrow's Tuesday. So Tuesday is pretty much toward the midweek, but it's like it's toward the midweek. But Wednesday's definitely the middle of the week. Remember when can you imagine? Could you imagine if they made another commercial? My school bus is my limo. It's time to go back to school. It's time to go back to school. My school bus is my limo. Why? Why? Remember that commercial? I know it was a Kmart commercial. You know, Kmart commercials. No, you don't even see Kmart commercials anymore. Can you imagine doing the Walmart one? My school bus is my limo. My school bus is my limo. My school bus is my limo. It's time to go back to school. Can you imagine if it was the Walmart one? Can you imagine the war? Can you imagine somebody set off a stink bomb in the Walmart bus? My school bus is my limo. Somebody shot off a stink bomb. Somebody shot off a stink bomb because it really reeks so bad. Could be me, not me. It could be me, but it not me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going too fast. Can you imagine losing pieces of the tires in a time? When you turn on the radio, are you tired of the hard rock? You mean rock hard burgers from McDonald's and Burger King? Then try TstudioX burgers. That tastes. You make sure that is well done. Remember, it's the dim. I remember seeing that commercial, but I remember when we had seen United. I mean, we had seen 96. I know it was reacting to that. I remember I was reacting to that. I was kind of like I was pretty much trying not to like. So the question is, how does people get distracted on dashboards? How's the radio light could be that bright? You mean it ain't that bright? You mean there's lights on the dash? I'm talking about you see the gauges that lights up. You would see the gauges and needles, the numbers and needles. Like on analog gauges, you would see that. And on the on the clock radio, it would have sometimes some of them would have a backlit screen, or sometimes the numbers light up. Sometimes it could be bright a little bit. And then you will probably, say for instance, they see the light that's from the dash. You see the light scattering right on the steering wheel. Well, at least no rain for sure. It's nice and it's a starlit sky. It's a starlit sky. You can tell it's a starlit sky. Well, at least I don't have to stop at the way stations because I bypassed them on this one. Right now it's about 9:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so I just go to said Sunday night last night I watched the original Fast and the Furious. It was a pretty good movie. So that movie was made like in 2001. I remember the first time watching it when I was old, and it was on a VHS. The reason why I like about action movies, it keeps you pumped up. But on the TV, when you watch Fast and the Furious or any other Fast and Furious movies on cable channels, you're gonna deal with commercials. Yeah, you can't even skip commercials. It forces you to watch commercials. So, and yeah, I already know commercials they make money to run the TV shows and movies and stuff like that. But they don't need to put that many on there. And the reason why I like about the movie channels, because you don't have to deal with commercials during the movie. Like when it gets, I hate it when the ads they pop up in the bad spot, and let's say it's getting to the part where it's like getting to the part. Okay, why is my battery down to 27? Then you're right. Because I had this charging on a battery pack. I need to know why the battery isn't freaking going up. That's alright. So, leaving off as when it gets to the good part of the movie, it gets to the good part of the movie, then the commercial pops up in a bad spot, and sometimes it just skips the part of the movie on cable channels or stuff like that. It's just, oh my gosh. I prefer to watch movies on DVDs and stuff like that because you wouldn't have to deal with commercials. Commercials, they get annoying, or some of them are so stupid. They think everything like that is so funny on the commercials. Some commercials are funny, but some commercials sometimes are dumb as a box of rocks. Got about 183 miles to get to Flagstaff. In the background, I bet there was a motorized bike with no lights, person not wearing a helmet. Sorry about that. This is dimming the lights. That's low beam, that's high beam. So this week I'm gonna try to watch the Fast and Furious. Watch the second one, and then Tuesday I would like to watch the Tokyo Drift. I think that's the third one that takes place in Japan. So I remember at the end of the movie, I remember that Vin Diesel totaled his car. I remember when he totaled his car, but it cost him the crash because he didn't. So he seen the grease semi trailer pulling out, and he was racing against the guy with the Toyota Supra, known as the, what is that, 10-minute car, 10-second car, whatever it is. And I know it's a Toyota Supra. But before that guy, Paul Walker, I think, he had a Toyota. I mean, he didn't have a Toyota Supra yet, but he had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I mean, yeah, pretty good movie. I think all the Fast and Furious movies got like Vin Diesel in it. Vin Diesel's pretty awesome. He also plays in Pacifier. Definitely plays on Pacifier. Triple X. I think he plays on Triple X. Yep, he also plays on Triple X. So I remember when Vin Diesel, so he was in a Dodge Charger, end up totaling it. He's ran right into that green truck and totaled it, and the guy who So the guy who was in the crash ended up taking the Toyota Supra, known as the 10-second car, I believe. 10-second car or a 10-minute car. I'm going to say 10-second car. And at least I know that was a Toyota Supra, though. You mean I watched it from beginning to the end. Beginning to the end. I know it's been a while since I haven't had any popcorn. It's been a while since I haven't had any popcorn, though. How many years since I haven't had any popcorn? Two hours, 53 minutes. Into the stream. Miles to go. On this truck is probably just to wear on the tires, probably a couple dents. In real life, there'll be like bug guts all over the windshield. Probably all over the front of the truck. So the Fate of the Furious, I think that's the 8th one. I think that's the last one, but hopefully they'll make the the Fast and Furious the 9th edition. If that comes on, let's see if we can try to buy a movie like that. I think we're down to 0 people. 7 likes. I'd like to thank James Cap for coming and Team Ranger for coming and everybody else. Okay, did I take the... Nope, I didn't. Still got 16 miles to go. Watch the battery. Can't believe tomorrow's May 4th already. So that would mark my 1 month anniversaries of the passing from of my aunt. So I remember when I done a stream about my aunt's passing and stuff like that. So if Jeanette, she definitely like to be honored. Since the battery's pretty much going down, so since I made it to Flagstaff on the game, not in real life. So pretty much it's gonna be a wrap after I get this truck into the garage. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I would get more views and stuff like that, but I know the views are probably not that good on this, so I like to figure how I'm gonna try to get more views and stuff like that when I make more content. Right now it's about 9:20, 9:54. Fix this truck another day, so I got a movie to watch tonight, so I'm gonna watch Fast 2 Furious, the second movie of it. Well, I think this is gonna be a wrap. If you like this live stream, if you like my videos, oh, what's up, USA live stream? Great to see you. I don't want to leave you out. Maybe I should wait till maybe late. Maybe I should. Yeah. I should. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait till like another couple days to watch the second Fast and Furious. So, or I never know. Might watch it after the stream. And you said the only way I could watch that is on my Xbox One for because the Xbox One supports Blu-ray. Right now, I'm just gonna try out this bus. That's the only engine that has a Volvo 420, I believe. But it does have the sound file for it. So right now I'm just gonna go for a little drive. And it's gonna be a lot tough. Make sure you grab up USA live stream. Make sure you grab that channel up. So this is, I know this is the bus. So I'm just gonna start with the dash. The two gauges, the two big gauges, that's the tachometer and the speedometer. The speedometer's on the right, tachometer's on the left. The green area, that will be the sweet spot. And from 2500 to 3000, it will be the red line. Let's got this out for the wipers. On the right hand corner, on the far right hand corner, I think those are the two air pressure gauges. This is the air pressure gauges. The fuel gauge on the right. There's the temperature gauge. There's the oil pressure. Oil pressure. Whoa, bust the road. There's the oil pressure gauge. And there's the boost gauge. There's the message center underneath. It will tell you like the gate. It will tell you the it will tell you the menu, the gauge, fuel data, display, time and distance. On the bottom right hand corner, it will show the mileage. So it's currently got 3,851 miles. There's the dog ear mirrors. The engine is in the rear. So it's a rear engine bus. It's not a school bus. It's like a charter bus or something like that. So tachometer is around 150 RPMs. First, here's what's wrong with the sound files. There is no sound, but there's sound to the turn signals. Another one is there's a problem with that. There's no horn. Yeah, yeah, they really need to fix this game. They really need to fix this game. Yeah, it's got some road noise too. Oh, that's close. It drives pretty good. Shit's pretty good. Yeah, if you hear all that, that's the road noise. You don't even hear the motor. And no, it's not an electric bus. It's not an electric bus either, because it's supposed to be a diesel powered motor. Blue stop sign almost, but we stopped that. buttons there and there, windows and stuff like that. You know, buses can haul everything across the country from passengers. So, see how the dashboard's all blacked out, and that shouldn't be blacked out. Dashboard like that should not be blacked out. So here's what they should fix. They should fix the sound files for the motor for the bus and the other. That's what they should do. They should fix all this. Yeah, they should fix all this. They definitely need to fix. And yeah, they definitely need to fix this flaw right here. Yeah, they definitely need to fix this flaw right here. The red and the blue. Yeah, they definitely need to fix that. Yeah, they definitely need to work on that though. SEO software, they definitely need to work on that. Get a sound file for that engine, for the bus and stuff like that. But not just the bus, the vehicles. They should put right sounds on that. So other than that, this is gonna be a wrap. This is your boy TstudioX signing out. Yeah, this is your boy TstudioX signing out. And I hope you had a great night here on your Monday night. Monday night here. Might be Tuesday morning over there. I hope you had I hope you guys will have a great night, morning, noon, wherever you are, part of the world, in the part of the world. So I hope you had a great night. So I hope you had a great night. This is your boy TstudioX signing out. And it's time for me to get out the air and wrap it up. So hopefully I'll see you in the next stream or the video. This is your boy TstudioX signing out. Peace.